go.
Good vibes, man, baby, yeah.
Gonna go, get the dough. I need more, I can't be broke. It's not a joke, oh no, that's a no. My baby, she's so cool. Her skin is soft and baby smooth. That's what that Coco Kiko do.
Hey babies, it's my baby. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's doing good, feeling good, and taking care of themselves. I be here with the crazy angles, y'all, because I just be doing random ass. I just be doing random ass shit. Like, I just be like, yo, let me go sit down in this park right here, and then not have nowhere to angle my shit, knowing I want to make a video. But it is what it is, and we still vibing either way. So as y'all can see by the title, the message of this video is loving yourself. So let's get right into it, right? Loving yourself, y'all. Loving yourself is so much more and so much deeper than looking in the mirror. It's so much deeper than just looking in the mirror, telling yourself you look good, and doing that every day. Yo, I really be having shit to say. Like, I be full of attitude, but loving yourself is so much more than looking in the mirror and saying, yo, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful. Okay? There's so much more that goes behind that. You can be pretty all you damn want and still not love yourself. Loving yourself is just doing you, period. You don't gotta look the best. You don't have to look the best. You don't have to feel the best. But at the end of the day, you staying true to yourself, that's loving yourself. You not changing yourself for people, that's loving yourself. You doing the right things and treating people the right ways, that's loving yourself. It's not just, oh, I'm so pretty and I could get this nigga and I could go do this. I could fuck his bitch. I could go take her nigga. It's not that, y'all. Like, loving yourself is making a commitment to be a good person, to leveling yourself up. Leveling yourself up, that's loving yourself. Making sure that you're not in the same toxic situations that you know you don't belong in, that's loving yourself. Loving yourself is wanting the best for yourself, wanting more for yourself out of life. That's loving yourself. Stop letting Instagram tell y'all loving yourself is looking in the mirror and dressing up and being pretty. That's not loving yourself. That's that ass just getting up and dressing. That's really getting up and fucking getting dressed or whatever. People correlate loving yourself with tangible shit, like things that you can touch, dressing up, buying yourself clothes, going here, spending money. That's not loving yourself. Loving yourself is gaining things that aren't tangible, gaining things that you can't touch. So gaining confidence, love, like actual sitting down and loving yourself even when you know that you're not lovable. Those are things that cannot be touched. That's loving yourself. Loving yourself is leveling up, going to the next level, never staying in the same place, always having something new, always bringing something new, always coming with something new. That's loving yourself, okay? And I'm not saying not to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful. I'm not saying not to do those things, but don't get carried away and think that that's the way to love yourself, because it's really not. Like, coming from somebody who has experience, who's been through the most shit, who I probably shouldn't even be loving myself right now, but I do. Okay? And I made those necessary changes to say, yo, fuck that. You're not gonna make me not love myself. You feel me? Like, we all made mistakes. I ain't the only one. So I'ma love me, okay? And you should love you. We also correlate loving yourself with cutting people off at any instance who don't, I guess, fit into your ideal of them. And that's not that. Like, we shouldn't do that, because nobody's perfect. If you have to cut someone off, then you do that, but don't make it seem like, oh, I love myself, so I'm not gonna. No, like, that has nothing to do with loving yourself. The way that other people treat you as well has nothing to do with loving yourself. If you're in a relationship and your guy's not treating you good and you walk away, that's not you loving yourself. That's just common sense. Like, yeah, fuck that, I can't deal with that. That's not saying that you don't love yourself because you're willing to love someone else. We often think that people don't love themselves because they're willing to love someone else harder. They're willing to put in the extra work to just love someone hard, even when they can't love us. And that's not to say that you don't love yourself. If you didn't love yourself, you wouldn't have had that love to give to somebody else. You see me? So, yeah, love yourself, but let's refrain from it being this superficial thing where it's about looks and, like cutting people off, because that's the furthest thing. There's so much more that goes with loving yourself, man. Like, loving yourself means loving every single part of you that you that you know you hate, but you still love it anyway because it makes you you. Loving yourself is being yourself, even though others would hate, but it still makes you you. That's loving yourself, you know, doing the best that you can out of life, getting the best that you can out of life, and I make nobody tell you no different. So yeah, love yourself, man. That's the greatest love that we have out here, is loving yourself. We love on other people all the time. Love on you. So that was my message for today. See you at my next video. Later, babies.
They be talking down, but I don't say much. I do this music shit for like fun. I do this music shit for like fun.